Hey, it's FCB here, going to do a war recap of our last war against DINOSAUO, which I'm guessing is an Italian way to say dinosaur. As you can see, it came down to 1 point, but they had us on destruction if we would have tied. We lost 2 in a row now, after being on the 8-win streak. Every single war we've lost is by less than 3 or 4 points. It's pretty disappointing. And I would say 5 out of the 8 wars we lost are when we tried to do 20 versus 20, trying to grow the clan. And we even have a stipulation where you can't be in war until the new tag goes away from your name and you have a certain amount of donations. And yet people still don't attack, especially people who have been in this clan for a long time. And it's really upsetting, like Froggy and Lark. There's other people that don't attack sometimes, and that's why they have the opt-out. Frustrating. We're going to do a mix between attacks and defenses. The lower half of the clan definitely did a way better job than the upper half this time. We're going to go over, first attack was Free Cat Bass. He did an attack on number 6 against Town Hall 8. It was a GoHoWi attack. It was the first time they've ever tried it. Let's check out the base first. As you can see, there's not too many places where traps could be hidden on the inside place at all. So the double bombs, the spring traps, normal bombs are going to be, or giant bombs, and then bombs are going to be anywhere on the outside. So that's where the golems are going to come into play, and hopefully the wizards to help take care of that. So the hogs could get inside the walls and do what they do best and take out the defenses and go for the defenses. Let's check it out. I drop a hog to bring out the clan castle troops, and then I'll drop the heroes, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just dropped a golem, because the heroes probably could have made this go a lot smoother and wouldn't have had me as worried. The king will go down, and the arch queen will go down, and it comes down to just the golems, wizards, and hogs, which didn't make me too comfortable at the start of this attack. Had me actually pretty nervous, so I wasn't sure how things were going to go. I drop in the hogs from 3 different locations and drop the heals so they can run into the heals and get healed. Only 1 golem's left now. All my shooters are pretty much gone. So that had me worried. Arch Queen just went down. I never used my poison spell. I should have used it on the clan castle troops. Probably would have saved a couple troops, but I didn't do that. So that's unfortunate. Alvin saying hi to YouTube. How's it going, Al? And here you can see the hogs are just cleaning up the outside buildings. There will be a bomb down here, just a single giant bomb, but it hurts the hogs really bad. Had me worried. Right here, it's going to go off when they go up north. Boom! I didn't have any spells left, so I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Thankfully, this wizard just took out this giant bomb, because you'll see after they clear the clan castle, they're going to run right here, and that would have ended my attack, because there's no way this golem and archer would have finished these last 3 buildings on time, especially with the level they're at. So thank you, wizard, for being a team player. Next attack we're going to go over is Diddy's Dragloon attack on 11. It's a Town Hall 8 against Town Hall 8 for a 3-star. Let's check it out. Alright, so you can see they have these up here on the outside. That's to draw the dragons, or, even if you did a GoWiPe attack, it'll make the dragons follow these buildings around. So what you normally want to do is, you want to funnel your troops. So you're going to want to take these outside buildings out so they could go in. The other reason people do this is because, there's not too many troops left at the end of the attack, depending on how the attack went. And then there's not enough time for them to take these buildings all the way out in the corners, like to build their huts. So we'll see what happens. They use the lightning here to take out one of the air defenses, and all that's left is these two right here, and the air sweeper's not covering either of them, so it should be pretty easy. And there goes the Barb King clearing the path, taking those buildings out. Diddy dropped a couple dragons down south to take some of those buildings. Now he's going to funnel the rest towards the middle. He uses the poison spell to slow down that level 4 dragon, and then drops the loons, which will go nicely into the middle, take defenses. From there, it's just the cleanup of the buildings. There's plenty of time left in the attack. Plenty of troops left to go around, take out these buildings to speed things up a little bit. What'll be nice is this dragon goes up north, and that helps things out, and they split. Next attack will be Super Cow. So if you've watched any of the other war recaps, Super Cow, Wagger Wonkers, Wonton, Euro Tuner, pretty much are, the go-to guys for Dragon Attack 7, Town Hall 8. Always getting 3 stars, always cleaning up people's attacks. And I look to do a compilation of those attacks later, of Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8, Dragon Clan War 3 stars. They're just amazing the way they develop them. They've got so much skill doing this for such a long time. Let's check it out. It was Super Cow 7 against number 13. Drops the Barb King just like we talked about for the last attack, and drops one of the dragons to attack. So what this does is it creates a gap between these two buildings, so the dragons won't be pulled that way. They'll be pulled to go into the middle because there's a gap and the closest building is in the middle. Here comes the level 4 dragon. It's no match for all those dragons grouped together. It goes down very quickly. Much didn't do anything. And then the dragons just go to work. The other nice thing about this base setup that's being attacked is everything's close together. So those rages cover a lot of buildings, so the dragons can flow from building to building. And it's easy to clean up. There's 2 buildings on the outside, but this base gets taken out so quickly, time is not an issue. There's no defenses left that can hurt the dragons besides maybe the amount of dragons that are left over. It's not going to make a difference. And now it's just cleanup duty. Speed things up a little bit. Next attack's going to be from Wagger number 14 to Town Hall 7 against Town Hall 7 for a 3-star. In this one, you can really see where the gap pays off. Uses the Barb King right here to take out this elixir drill. And what that does is it creates a gap, so you don't have to worry about these dragons funneling or going right here and just getting picked off by air defense. Same with this dragon down here. Cleared these two buildings. So what's the closest buildings to go through? These ones in the middle. Attack from this side because the air sweeper is pointing this way. So now they could just go in, attack. It's going to drop the rage here. Take out this level 4 dragon. No match. Then the air sweep, the air defenses go down almost immediately. And that's it. This base is going to get owned. Beautiful attack. There's only 2 archer towers left that can do anything to the dragons, but there's so many dragons left, there's no way they stand a chance. Let's speed things up a little bit. So in our last war recap, we talked about war defenses and how important are, because they could keep matches close and they could be the decisive factor. So one of the nice defenses was Free Cat Bass defended rebuttal GoHoWi. After I hit them with mine, they tried to do the same thing with against me. Their number 3 dropped down and attempted it on me and was only successful for 1 star. Most people forget you got to take out clan castle troops because it's going to hurt you, especially in those types of attacks. You want those troops to be taken out. You'll see what I mean here in a second. And they also dropped the wizards on the outside here, which I don't understand why they did that. There's a reason you're bringing golems into the fight, and that's the tank. Is to draw the defenses off the hogs, off your wizards, so they can eat away at some of these buildings. Because hogs aren't going to go for those buildings. And neither are golems. They're going to go walk right by them. So, nor do they draw out the clan troops, which I don't understand. The clan castle troops will be sprung and then pretty much take out the golems immediately. And they also put the golems together. That's the other part I didn't quite understand. You want to space them out. And even the heroes space them out. Put one by... I didn't realize they did that with Enrage. That's pretty dumb. So it was just fail from the get-go. They do get the 51%, but they could have easily, probably could have 3-starred me if they would have did it right. Maybe split up a golem here, a hero behind them, half wizards behind, each hero. But they didn't do that. Instead, they wasted an attack. So somebody else had to go in there and clean up. I mean, I was grateful for it. It definitely gave us a chance. And now it's just the hogs left. They could have had another heal spell instead of bringing that rage, which was misused. I'm not complaining about the attack. They wasted it on me. And from there, it's just the hogs getting on. They do use the poison spell finally, right here on the skeletons, which was a waste. I didn't understand that at all. I didn't understand what this person was thinking when they attacked, period. Next is a defense of their number 2 dropping down and trying to clean up those last 2 stars on me. They only got 2 stars. It's an anti-3-star base. The reason it's called that is because majority of the time that's what people get. And I'll show you why here in a second. And I explained it a lot more in the last war recap as well. So as you can see, the town hall is near the outside, so that's going to make the majority of people try to drop their troops on that side to try and take out the town hall. And then, their attackers are supposed to get through all these different level walls where various defenses are hidden inside. And majority of the time it works. They can't make it through there, and somebody else higher has to drop down to clean up, which helps the clan out win the war. The other thing is you don't want to put all your Teslas together, because once they get through certain defenses that you have in front of those Teslas, they're going to have them all lined up to take out. And usually when people do GoWipes on Town Hall 9s or Town Hall 10s, Teslas are what can save you because they do double damage against P.E.K.K.A.s. Also, if you guys are looking to buy pens, you could Google Penis Island, the island for pens. It's a good place to get pens from. And now it's just a couple of the tanks left. They're not going to do too much. They're going to die from the defenses, and then they are left by itself. But there's going to be too many buildings left to take. Speed things up a little bit. She's going to try a little hard out. Actually runs out of time on the attack, but you'll see that the wizard tower was going to take her out anyways with the amount of health she had left. Number 2 also had a failed attack on Jen for a 1 star. 49%. Drop the hogs to bring out the clan castle troops. The poison will take out the Valkyrie and the shooters, but the loons will be left. And I think that's one of the things that hurts this attack. So they spread out the golems nicely, but they also dropped all their wizards. So if there's any traps there, any area splash defenses, they're going to take all those wizards out, and there's not going to be any shooters left. So that's one of the things you have to be careful about when you're doing GoWipe. And also, I think 3 golems is too much. Especially because there's too many little compartments. They didn't bring any jump spells. No, correction, they brought a jump spell, but they didn't bring enough jump spells. You would have to have at least 2, to get into the clan castle area and then out of it into these other areas. And as you can see here, the defense is just eating them away. And there's no shooters to follow all those tanks. They're just sitting there stuck behind the walls. Defenses are chewing them up, and then they die right before getting to 50%. So it was on them. They also gave us so many chances to win this war, and we ended up not winning it. So that was unfortunate. I appreciate you guys watching the war recap. Look forward to doing our next one, and I hope we come out of this slump of losing 2 in a row. Yes. I appreciate all the support so far. I have almost 70 subscribers, or correction, 60 subscribers and almost 2,000 views, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Spreading the word, letting your friends know about me, liking and subscribing to my page, and I appreciate it. And look forward to providing more videos for you. Thank you, and have a good night. Thank you for clashing with Jay.